This is local band Smokeout interviewing Monster Truck. This is Jeremy from Monster Truck, the guitar player, and yeah, we're just doing a little interview. So
yeah, big honor. We want to say thanks again for
no problem, man. It's great to be
doing
here.
this,
It's our
man.
first show in Nanaimo.
Yeah, no, that's really exciting.
cool.
Thanks for coming to Nanaimo.
No problem, man.
You guys,
Seriously, our pleasure. It's beautiful out here.
Yeah. Yesterday was a little nicer, but this is a common weather type of day. Gray is our color here. So, really, personally, my first question, my favorite song is Sordid Beast, and I kind of wanted to know, how did that come about that you guys got George in the song? You guys grow up with the guys in Alexis?
Not really. It was we've kind of become friends through the Dine-A-Lone connection, and Brando has been friends with all the Alexis guys for a long time, so I guess that was probably more of what happened. And it was just we thought it'd be cool to have a feature on the song, because it was going to be, what had happened was we released Brown EP on our own, on our website, and then Dine-A-Lone ended up wanting to put it out, and we wanted to just add something to it to make it a little more desirable just to buy again. And so we added that song on, kind of intending for it to be a single, and hoping to have an extra feature on it from someone outside of the band. And then it ended up not becoming a single, but ended up being a fan favorite.
Yeah.
yeah, one of my very favorites for sure.
Yeah, cool. So it just happened through the studio, and George just came in. George's ideas, the lyrics he'd written for his part were so good that we ended up integrating them into the chorus. A lot of his lyrics we ended up using ourselves for the choruses, and it just ended up working out really well.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a great tune. And I'm really into the hardcore and stuff, and I enjoy Protest and Alexis and those guys, so I really thought it was cool. You guys are all from the Ontario area, so seeing guys working together, that's why I enjoy the song so much, because that's what our show is all about, is working together.
Yeah, we always like doing that. We did it on the new record too with Thornley, with Ian Thornley on For the People, and it's always fun to have someone.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's always fun to have someone come in and give another perspective on your own tunes.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was just talking to you earlier about us doing a little island tour soon, and you were just saying you really miss that stuff.
Yeah.
It's what do you miss most about it? I was thinking we gotta enjoy it while it lasts if we can grow up to.
Yeah, getting out overseas and stuff. Yeah, I mean, for us, it's really just a lot of it is just Canada being such a beautiful place, and so we don't get to see a lot of the exterior. We're sticking to just the main cities these days. And the other thing is also, I do miss playing those small clubs sometimes, because you have some really, really epic shows in there when everyone's packed in so tightly, and the anticipation builds so much to coming on stage, and you just have one of those shows that's really memorable. We had a couple of those on our Canadian tour that we did back in February, but again, only doing, I think we only did 10 or 11 shows. We really didn't get our tour legs going until halfway through the tour, and then we only had 5 shows to go, and then it was over. So I guess the thing I miss most about it is just getting in that groove and riding it out across the whole country.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so you guys in Victoria, that's a pretty small club too, right?
Yeah, it was a good way to start the tour out though, because at the time we were playing a ton of new material, and that was part of the reason that it was hard to get really in the groove. And we actually didn't hit our stride until Edmonton.
Oh yeah.
So we'd already done a massive show at the ballroom that was okay, but we just weren't really there yet. And like I said, it's like anything. You gotta practice as much as you want, and then when you finally have to end up doing it for real, it's a completely different ballgame.
Yeah.
Here's the other guys.
The guys from Monster Truck are just arriving.
Sorry.
No, that's all good.
Welcome to Nanaimo.
Thanks, glad to be here.
We're happy to have
I
you.
guess just the only other question is really, just being that we're talking to so many people, do you guys have any tips for bands that are up and coming, ways to try and promote yourself? I feel like nowadays, you don't have to be a label band. There's so many avenues to try and get yourself out there.
That's a good point, and also one of the most important parts about being
I have one for you too.
self-reliant, and a lot of times the labels and the management don't want to work with people that can't do it on their own to start, at least. They don't want to assist.
That's what I've heard too.
And again, another thing is not really trying not to focus too hard on trying to make it. Really, it all starts with really being passionate about the project and really loving your own music, and really not giving a shit too much about what other people are worried about or what labels might think, and just really finding a way for you to fall in love with your own band. And it sounds self-indulgent, but you have to really look at it from an outside perspective and be able to say that you would listen to your band if you weren't in the band. And that's kind of a hard attachment to make for a lot of people, to be able to look at themselves, examine their own art
Well, it's
that
like
way.
people hate hearing their own voice recorded a lot of times.
The biggest parallel I can draw between that is I've been in bands. Well, I was in a band where I actually ended up coming to the conclusion that I wouldn't listen to it, and I never had thought about it that way. And as soon as I did think about it that way, I was like, holy fuck, I wouldn't listen to this. And I was like, and it was really like heavy moment, because I was like, what the fuck am I doing playing in a band I wouldn't listen to?
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of people should ask themselves that question and be as honest as possible without, getting hit in the head with a baseball bat and getting amnesia. You really have to really be able to take that moment to like look outside yourself and see if it's something that's really worth putting out there.
Yeah,
Because
makes sense.
if you wouldn't listen to it, why the fuck would anyone else?
For sure.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair. I like that.
Yeah.
Anything else for you, Steve?
No, I think that's. I mean, we're not exactly professionals here, so.
You guys did a fine job.
Cool.
Thanks a lot. Well,
We love you guys.
thanks
Well,
for,
awesome.
thanks for watching.
Stoked to have ya.
My very, very, very favorite bands.
Good, thanks,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
You got the patch vest rocking.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers.
Thanks for doing this.
No problem.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.